Hi everyone, so in this video we were talking about the 7 root causes of clutter. So before we can dive into the whole how to get organized and the process and time management and all that good stuff, we first need to figure out why we're disorganized. So how did all the clutter appear? Like, it didn't just magically appear in your house. There's reasons why you have stuff around you, and so we need to figure out what those reasons are. Okay, so a lot of people think that organizing is just about the physical stuff around them, like the piles of paper, the clothes on the floor, stuff on the countertops. Like, they think that organizing is just about the physical stuff. Organizing is so much more than just the physical stuff. The physical stuff is just a result of something else deeper going on inside of you. And those are the things that we're going to talk about in the next few videos, where you have to figure out, like, what's the real root cause of the problem? Why is there clutter everywhere? Until we can address the root cause, you can't fully address the problem and get organized and stay organized. Like, maybe you can get organized, but staying organized is going to be a lot more difficult if you don't address the root of the problem. So the example I like to talk about is, let's say you go to the doctor because you're feeling depressed, and you tell the doctor, you know, I'm feeling depressed, this is why, or this is, like, you know, what I'm feeling and stuff. And the doctor just says, okay, well, we're just going to go ahead and give you medication. You know, we're just going to treat your symptoms. And so they give you medication, and you take that, and, you know, you temporarily feel better. And then you go off the medication, and then you're back to your old ways because you don't have that medication to help you anymore. And the biggest issue there is you never got to the root cause of the problem. You never figured out why you were feeling depressed. Like, what was making you feel depressed? Is it because you're unhappy at work? You're unhappy in your relationships? You're unhappy at home? You never got to that root of the problem, and so the problem was never really fully solved. Instead, it was just treated. So just like you would understand the root cause of your depression or whatever, you know, issue you're having when you go to the doctor, we need to understand the root cause of our clutter and figure out how we got this way and really what's going on. And once we can address that, then we can move forward and go through the full organizing process and get ourselves on track to be more productive each day and to stay that way moving forward. Okay, so having said that, we are going to dive into the 7 root causes of clutter. The first one is C. Now, we're going to go through all of these letters. Now, if you would notice, or if you're going to notice that all these letters spell the word clutter. C, L, U, T, T, E, R. So behind each of these letters is a different root cause. And we're going to start with C and figure out, you know, why C has clutter. Okay, so C stands for compulsive shopper. In this example, this is the person that has clutter because they keep buying more stuff. They keep getting in the car, going to the store, going to the mall, going online, and buying more physical stuff, bringing it home, and just like bringing more stuff into the house without taking stuff out. If you bring stuff in, you have to take stuff out, because it's like all your physical stuff is a square peg, and your home or your closet is like a round hole, and you're trying to put a square peg into a round hole, and no matter how many times you twist it, turn it, flip it, you know, squeeze it, it's not going to fit into the round hole because you just have too much stuff and you keep buying more stuff. Until you downsize, the problem is not going to go away. So this is the person that keeps buying without purging. Now, if this is you, you need to start following the 1 in, 1 out rule. It's so simple. If you buy something, like if you buy a new shirt, before you can put it away in your closet, take one out that you're no longer wearing. Take one out that you don't like anymore, it doesn't fit you, you're just not wearing it for whatever reason, you don't feel good about yourself when you wear it. Take it out. See if, you know, if you're not wearing it, see if somebody else can appreciate the shirt, or if somebody else can love the shirt like you once did when you first bought it. We talked about square peg and round hole. Need to downsize. The only way that you're going to be able to get yourself organized is to downsize, is to take things out of there, whether it's the closet or the home office. You're just holding on to too much stuff, and if you continue to just keep bringing stuff in, the problem is just going to continue to get worse until you downsize and until you can control your shopping habits or limit what's coming into your house. Okay, another question is, figure out why you're buying. There's a reason why we buy. of course, there's stuff we need and then there's stuff we want. So you have to think about, am I buying based on things that I need? Like, do I need this shirt to survive? Do I need this shirt to, like, do you need whatever you're buying? A lot of times we don't. How many pairs of black shoes, do you buy, or, do a lot of people buy? How many black dresses do you need? Like, do you really need it? Ask yourself before you go and buy something. Like, I know when you get to the store and you're just like, oh, I have to have that. That's beautiful. It's a style. It's a good price. It just makes me feel so sexy, and you just want to buy it. But that feeling is going to wear off. You're going to buy it. You're going to bring it home. The first time you wear it, you may feel amazing. The second time, you feel good. The third time, I've already worn this before. And then it's like a month, 2 months later, it just becomes another black dress in the closet. And so that feeling you first had when you bought it is just eventually going to wear off. So you have to think of that, like, yeah, just think of that every time you're looking to buying something, the want versus the need. And I'm not saying that you can't go out and buy stuff you don't want. You just have to be reasonable with it and just limit how much you're really buying. Less is more. So less is more. When you have less stuff in your closet, there's faster decision making, because if you only have 2 black shirts, like 2 black long sleeve shirts, as opposed to having 8, 9, 10, it's either one shirt or the other shirt. It's not like, oh, which of the 8 or 9 shirts should I wear? So you make decisions a lot faster, which means you can get ready in the morning a lot faster, and you just save time getting ready. All right, so less options, faster decisions. It's easier to maintain. You're not, like, I keep using the closet as an example, but when you have less stuff, your drawers are not going to be as stuffed. The clothes are hanging on the rod in the closet aren't going to be as compacted. It's just going to be easier to maintain, easier to put things away, and easier to grab things when you're trying on things to get ready in the morning. And then, okay, so one of the things I want to talk about is think about when you walk into a hotel room. I love going to hotels and staying in hotels, because the second you walk into the room, you just feel like all your stress just like went out the window, because you're only surrounded with things that you absolutely need. You're not surrounded by distracting things on countertops, things that things are just like cluttering up your mind. It's just the things that you absolutely need, and nothing more, nothing less. Now, going back to like rewarding yourself with the things that you want. So instead of going out and buying more physical things, like if you're celebrating a success or celebrating a goal or something, instead of going out buying another shirt or something, or buying something for your house, spend that money, if you're going to spend money, on experiences with people you love. So go on a date with your spouse. Take your mother out for lunch, go enjoy the day outside, go sightseeing, do something in a city that you've always wanted to do that you've never done before. You're more likely to remember days like that as opposed to buying another physical item that's just going to sit inside your house. There was a study done, I don't remember when or who did it, but they said that it's the experiences that increase your long-term happiness. It's not buying another object that's going to make you happy, like that's going to increase your overall happiness like 3 to 4 years down the road. It's the experiences and the memories we create that increase our long-term happiness. So this compulsive shopper is the reason why you might have clutter. That's what C stands for. If that's the case, just remember everything that I talked about.